も皆さん、プレッツです。現時点で受注できるモブたちと、おデブさん以外の召喚獣を、討伐いたしましたので、ようやく、ストーリーを進められます。長い間、ガリフさんたちがスタンバったまま、待ってくれているので、里、蛇原へ向かいます。ガリフの里に赴く前に、あいつです。あいつがいましたね。前回までの動画で、倒すのを忘れてしまうほどに、あいつの影は薄すぎますよ。前回入手した、ブレイブを早速使って、アタッカーのダメージ上昇に、貢献していきましょう。砂漠を開通できたので、ようやく蛇原へ向かえます。ここで、すぐに先へと進む前に、この大長老さんに、話しかけておきましょう。今いただいた、茶屋の木片を持って、最長老さんのお話へ進むことで、蛇原出発の時に、ちょっとした変化があります。
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst, a terrible longing to drink the world dry. It is often those who desire nethicite whom the nethicite itself desires.
Larsa?
To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omasace. With the blessing of his grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find them.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet waiting on Ber Omasace.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht Yensa, right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethicite's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
最長老さんのお話の時に、注釈で断ったのですが、スピネルさんにアイテムを渡していれば、この時点の店売りよりも強い、ボウガン装備を入手できます。
this one was a success.
Wow, I'm impressed, Vaughn.
I got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all cost. Yet I fear I could not bear the shame, had I but the strength.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
After Vane's ruse, I had abandoned hope for honor. Yet, never did I forget my knightly vows. If I could protect but one person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly. I could not defend my home. What is shame to me?
Don't encourage
Hope for a
him.
future where we can
Not
join
that bad,
hands
am I?
I
as
got a
brothers.
good feeling.
Larsa, please. This is serious.
I'm sorry.
Don't be Larsa. Somebody.
The Senate may play at intrigue, but Lord Vane is not one to be brought down easily. The entire military waits upon his orders, from the War Council down to the rank and file. What better blade than he to strike down the enemies of the Empire?
Your Honor reminds me of Zet 2 years since. He, too, put his trust in Lord Vane's strength, and what became of him? Gone without a trace since Nabudis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Sect. He was a noble warrior. Or do you think his trust in Lord Vane ill-placed?
Vane took 2 of his own brothers' lives. He is ruthless beyond contempt.
Ruthless, you say? Would he were more so. He gives traitors no quarter, be they of his own blood. How fitting for one who would bear the burden of empire.
Zagabath, what of you? Surely you do not believe his brothers were traitors?
So found His Excellency Lord Gramis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Your Honors, a summons. Lord Vane has arrived at the palace.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once. Gabranth, it falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
What is it?
The jungle denies us our passage.
What have we done?
We? No. I.
What are you doing?
Soon you will learn.
Whoa. Hey, Mjorn lives here, doesn't she? We're here to see her.
It is not allowed for humans to walk on these grounds.
We'll go as soon as we've seen Mjorn.
If you can find her.
We're not leaving until you let us see her. Fine then. We'll look for her ourselves.
Why do you ask? The wood tells us where she has gone. Or can you not hear her? You cannot. Viera who have abandoned the wood are Viera no longer. Mjorn too has left her embrace.
And you forsake them in turn?
It is the will of the village. Viera must live always with the wood. So is the green word, and so is our law.
You worry about keeping your laws. Just do us a favor and stay out of our way. We'll find her ourselves.
Our sister has left the wood and gone west. She wanders warrens among men who hide themselves in clothes of cold iron.
The Viera may begin as part of the wood, but the wood is not the only end we may choose.
The same words I heard 50 years ago.
Vieraのやりとりの後、少し奥にあるトレジャーを忘れずに調べておきましょう。ヘイストくらい、店売りでもよかったと思いますが。
magicite. These mines much resemble the ones at Lusu. Of course, Draklor must be searching for new sources of ore. Should the resistance forces move, the rich veins of magicite in Bujeba will be forever beyond their grasp.
This stench of fumes. This stench of power. What's wrong with her?
Stay away! Power-needy Hume!
I saw the light coming from the stone, and then...
We have seen this. On Leviathan, the mist released from the Dawn Shard drove me too into such a rage. She was taken not by the Dawn Shard.
Manufactured nethicite. Forgive me, I didn't know.
I'd always thought of it as sort of a good luck charm. And even if it is dangerous, on Leviathan it kept us safe.
There is a place for all things, even danger such as this.
I heard the wood's whispers. Take it. Lente's tear is a permission. Pass through the wood and leave. To other places go.
That cannot be all. How can we just hide here in the trees, when all the world outside is on the move? I too wish to live freely, to leave this wood.
Do not do this. You must remain away from the Humes.
My sister...
I am no longer of you. I won my freedom, yet my past has been cut away forever. No longer can my ears hear the green word. Is solitude you want, Mieren?
I am sorry to make you do this.
She goes against the laws of the wood. I threw down these laws. It is better that I do this. Better I than one who must uphold these laws herself.
Be cautious. The wood is jealous of the Humes who have taken you.
I am as them now. Am I not? Goodbye, sister.
イシュタムは、強さも報酬も、かなり物足りないですね。しかし、ここでイシュタムを倒せば、クランランクがリスクブレイカーズになり、バブルが購入できるようになるのです。
Empires parade down city streets while refugees walk barefoot through the snow.
And so I sue for peace, to stop short war and ease their suffering. My father will choose peace.
Will he now? You sound sure of yourself. You can never know another, even your father.
This crisis would not end were I gone. The Senate hates the very fact that House Solidor exists. By necessity, we must find reason to silence them.
Necessity? Ah, yes, necessity.
The sword of House Solidor cannot be left to rust in doubt. It was you, Excellency, who tempered that sword. I see little reason to stay them now.
So they are. And so House Solidor lives on.
さあ、長い旅を経て、ついにブルオミチェイスへたどり着きました。ここのショップで、今出すことのできる交易品を、出品させましょう。今回の交易品で、最も重要なのが、このストーンシャフトです。ただ撃っているだけで、平均4発ほどで、鈍悪を付与する効果は、強力かつ楽ちんです。今回の動画は、ブルオミチェイスまでとなります。大事なストーリー部分が多く、いつもよりバトルの解説が少なめとなりました。 その7からは、アナスタシスさんとの会話後、モブたちとのバトルをメインにお送りしたいと思います。それでは、また次回。